Okay, welcome back to the blog on Cool TV. What's going on? But some people are testing me. All right, so we're going to go right into our third story of the day.
I think we should sing because people are out there. Perhaps this is what they've been waiting for.
Exactly.
You know,
to
make
make
this
happy.
situation.
It's one of the best parts of the show.
We owe them this.
But what deep song? Let's sing after this story.
How deep is your love? How?
Hey, not that Gloria, come again. You know,
How?
We had this issue last week with this song. Whatever.
I can actually really see you taking a hoe and digging out that song from the past. Like you're really like
On some way back Wednesday.
Whatever.
Ife Wagbono. Veteran actors Olu Jacobs and Joke Silva have been married for over 30 years.
Yeah, I've been hearing over 30 years since I was 2. Can they give it up already?
You remember yourself
Okay,
when
but
you were
proceed.
Is it the few stress?
I don't understand.
No, as in, they always say, oh, how we met each other. It was so romantic.
But it was. I mean, 30 years in the industry. I applaud them.
They give stories every year.
To celebrate their love and inspire people out there.
Okay.
So you rather hear about the ones that are going out in my livelihood, Mr. B or Mr.
So, Olu Jacob spoke proudly in a recent interview with The Nation that his wife, Joke, has remained the same. Let's see his explanation. He said, and I quote, "She has not let go. She has not let go of her loving and charming self. Aww. She still makes her hair, does her makeup, dresses well, and still looks beautiful. That is the staying power." Then he added something interesting. He goes, "I am her last mirror. My wife does not go out without my last comment.
That's on your back.
After dressing up and looking at herself in the mirror, she still believes in me. She turns to me and asks how she looks every time she has an event, and I just look at her and tell her she is smashing."
Oh.
Tito, what do you think about that kiss?
That's definitely a kiss. I was hearing it from Lekki. Just before the story started, I was hearing that kiss.
What is wrong with you? Yorubas are the best kissers.
Wow.
Okay, I'll say the truth. Yoruba is the best kisser.
Have you been out with a
Have you ever
Yoruba
kissed
guy?
a Yoruba man?
Exactly.
Okay, what do you think? When you see them kissing,
I need to think.
I kissed
I think they are sucking a tire from your brain.
Oh, no. No, I kissed the Yoruba boy and it was pretty good.
Thank you, and I liked it.
Ayo, did you sing a gay song?
Oh, is it? It's Yoruba and I changed the word.
Wow.
How can one keep it spicy in marriage even after many years later?
Is it not happy? Wow, I love the way you just drew this story out. First of all, I have to say that I'm a Joke Silva fan. But they didn't add
That's
the
so hard
fact.
to believe.
No, I love Joke Silva. If I see her, I can practically lick the floor that she's working on. But they separated for a short while before they came.
did.
So they should add all those. It's not
They
possible.
separated?
Yeah, they renewed their vows. They almost got a divorce
When?
sometime when we
Why?
were-
What, did they give a reason?
They had issues.
How long ago?
Just like, I don't know.
Estimate now, correspondent.
Maybe.
It's over 5 years ago.
Yeah, but 5 years. They renewed their vows.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. See what I keep saying about people keeping it real.
But it is real now.
No.
That is real.
Yeah, but they didn't
Keep it
mention that
real.
part now. I mean,
Because
he
they
said she
didn't.
didn't lose touch of herself.
Because they didn't ask about that part. They've given interviews about when they broke up and they talked about it.
Well, Joke didn't gain 200 pounds. Olu didn't gain 200
She
pounds.
did.
So
Have you seen her?
she didn't gain 200 pounds.
She didn't get to.
She just can't
looks
compare
beautiful.
She gained like
past
100 pounds.
Wow,
50.
100 pounds.
No,
Really? You know what 100 pounds
I'm
looks
kidding.
like?
You guys are making me sound very shallow. Like, it's all about this.
Boris Kojo.
No, but he said she has remained the same. She still looks beautiful, still takes care of
Then
herself.
why
Yes,
almost
they
separate
almost
from her?
separated.
Because they had issues like every married couple.
So can we hear
Exactly.
the reality? If you must spill anything, let's hear the reality so we know what to work on. Otherwise, everyone is going to be having this false impression of what marriage really is, and we don't keep it real.
No, I think it's for this
No, but the
particular
thing
interview.
is, nobody is saying that, okay, I think we're going back to Boris Kojo. We need to
Yes,
leave Boris
please.
Kojo. And first of all, let me just put this out there. He's not saying that that's the only reason why their marriage is survived. He's just saying one of the things that should be done in marriage.
But why was that
which
the
is
major
something-
one he picked?
It was a question. It was the question they asked him. They asked him the question
What was the
about
question they
weight.
asked him again?
How did
You see? You didn't listen.
Typical
Yeah,
Nigerian.
but even if he should have been able to say it's not about weight, me, she loves me for this and that.
Okay, let's leave Boris. Let's bring it back to
What's the same
Olu and
difference?
Joke.
Olu, Boris,
How
Boris.
can one keep it spicy in marriage after many years?
Stay the
I
same.
also want to blame fuel scarcity on this.
On the hormones. Very bad.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, speaking of keeping it spicy, you know, when you're young, it's
You're about to
cute
say
for you
something
to...
mischievous.
No, I'm just saying it's
Proceed.
cute for you to wear panties and socks and come into room. But then you're old, you're not come...
What?
Is that the only way one can keep it
No,
spicy?
no,
And by the
Titi.
way, what is your pants that you're wearing? It's
That's because I'm young, you know, I'm keeping it spicy now.
For who? Who are you keeping it spicy for?
Who was he telling me about?
So my 7 men are looking at me, then I'm choosing one of them.
You've already given it to them?
No. You don't
Your
understand.
bride price has reduced by half.
Kill snap.
Because what are they
I'm
paying
not
for?
snapping.
They've seen it all.
Because nobody has given me one, you know, keep it spicy.
Because
Yes.
Boris has given us everything. Everything we need.
I mean, I think you should definitely be the same person. The only thing you want to change is to change to be a better person. Please, you know, credit me with that quote.
Yeah, how many men make you a better person? You know, men be acting slow sometimes. So you have to shout
No,
at them.
my man is going to make me a better
Your
person.
man, plural.
But trust, even when, as much as I say, yeah, my parents had a fantastic marriage, which is it, they have a fantastic marriage. But there are times that my dad still drives my mom crazy.
Really? The master planner?
Yeah, there are still times, because sometimes guys are not go-getters like women. Women, it's almost as if they see the future, even though girls are getting so shallow. They can barely even see their legs, talk of the future.
He's the Brazilian me. He blocks the vision.
Blocking their brain.
And so when my mom is pushing for something, she'll just be moving slowly, and that really annoys her. So sometimes those things can hit you in a negative way.
But women do the same for men as well.
Yeah.
Women are also, there's sometimes you drive your husband crazy, so it's vice versa.
That's
That's
why
why
you keep it spicy. After you feel driving crazy, you cook his favorite food.
Yeah.
But for women, though, and again, I insist you keep your tips to yourself. I don't mind sharing, but just be light with it. Don't put too much out there. Mariah Carey did keep it real, and I'll give it to her. When the marriage wasn't really working, she said there are days that the thing isn't working, and then when it crashed, it was like, oops, I told y'all. I didn't pretend it was perfect. I'm just saying. Or be like Jay-Z and Beyonce and say nothing.
Yeah.
Then when there's
that
drama,
one
you don't look as stupid.
That was the ones I called like.
No, but it's true. I don't think you should say anything as a celebrity. I think you should just keep quiet.
I like the, apart from the fact that, you know, Beyonce, Jay-Z, but they keep quiet through everything. The elevator incident, nothing.
They sang about it, and that was
the
it.
baby, even when people were suspecting she was pregnant, second baby, nothing. Oh, she wasn't really pregnant. Was somebody like, nothing.
She's not coming blue Ivy's hair.
Nothing. So that's how you keep it spicy. Say nothing.
Actually.
For real.
And that is the sum of the
Your
matter.
business to yourself.
They look less stupid out there. Like,
No, but are you trying to say that they shouldn't have given the interview and talked about their marriage?
you know, deep down, I was saying, this just doesn't seem right. It can't be that perfect. And lo and behold, they almost divorced 5 years ago.
But they didn't say they were perfect. They asked them a question.
I think the best thing is just to say, look, like every marriage, or just take marriage like a business. When you start up a business that you're really passionate about, sometimes you want to give up, but because you've seen the end goal, you want to make it happen and you work at it.
Kel, that's deep.
My friend-
That's
Oh,
deep.
I
That's
was
deep.
deep.
No, that was deep. We should write a book on this blog.
We should.
We're
We're
very
throwing out
insightful.
some deep things. See, you
But
learn
I just
from
need to draw
us.
back Titi to when you said that. Call things as though, you know, that you want to see as... You
All
said
things
it
that
during
be
this
not
show.
as though they were.
And you want her to be saying that, my marriage is not that great.
No, but you know,
say it the way you want
this is
to
why
say
I
it.
absolutely, and this is the first time I'll use this word for a human, hate motivational speakers. Because they just come and say, you can do it, you can make it. No! At least there are things that you should... For example, everyone wants to be, I'm self-employed, I don't want to work for people. If God created everyone to be self-employed, trust me, the world will crash.
Yes.
There are people that were made to work for some people and grow while you're working for some people.
Yeah.
So
like
if
that.
motivational
Very
speakers
true.
can say that, to make more sense than saying, wow, you can do it, even with your tiny brain.
No,
You can do it.
Who's going
People
to
that
go
don't
for
know
their
how to
seminar?
manage,
Right?
how to manage their small house. They want to go and manage a whole company. Really?
Keeping it real. So
Keep it real. Keep it real. That's basically what we're saying. How can one keep it spicy in a marriage even after many years later? Hit us up on Twitter at Cool TV. The blog is the handle. Cool TV, the blog, is also our Facebook page. # keep it real. # give us fuel. # love.
Finally! That was like saying up NEPA. As in...
Came alive.
Somebody had to open the door.
Tank is full. We're going on a break. When we come back, we still have our real piece coming up. Keep it locked. This is the blog.
Okay, yeah, still the blog on Cool TV. And our real piece today, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the real piece.
This real piece is about hoes. Get on with it.
Okay, virgin, no. Then you've been paid for sex at a point in your life.
Wait, rewind.
Are you a
So you're
virgin?
saying all non-virgins have been paid for sex?
No,
They're
just,
prostitutes.
let's proceed. You understand where I'm
Okay,
coming from?
proceed.
So this is from a very fantastic blog, better than the Cages blog. It's called titiamaklo at blogspot.com.
You don't even know the name of the blog.
I'll check it out.
So would it be right to say that as long as you've gotten something in exchange for sex or companionship, you are a runs girl or runs boy?
Nope.
And please do take note of the fact that I use the term runs boy because Nigerian boys and men recently seem to be flourishing more in the business than ladies. And it's the truth.
It's all the light.
True.
Yeah. In Nigeria, a girl is referred to as a runs girl if she engages in any form of sexual act in exchange for money. Since Nigerians have a deep knowledge of the topic at hand, this article will be channeled towards Nigerians. So because it's my blog, titiamaklo.blogspot.com.
You will get that.
Okay.
That was the first time.
I remember asking a friend of mine a few years ago who exactly is to be called a runs girl. And she said, and I quote, as long as you've gone to bed with someone knowing that you are going to gain something materialistic in return, you are a runs girl.
Wait, the
Now,
key word there being knowing.
knowing, yes.
Okay, so if you didn't know, then you're not a runs.
Yeah, if you didn't
If you know you're going to get something
It was just a
materialistic.
benefit.
Well, like maybe you just, it's your boyfriend, your relationship, you feel that it's time for you guys to take it to the next level.
It's not wrong. Is that being a runs girl?
That's been
When you know you're getting what the runs girls do, they
No, I
do it
mean,
to
no,
get
like
some-
what Kel
So if your
said, like
boyfriend
your
gives you
boyfriend.
things, that means you're a runs girl. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you're single till you're married. So boyfriend is not you're still a runs girl because you guys are
Oh my God. But if you marry, then you were not a runs
Yes,
girl.
New
yes,
definitions
yes.
for runs girls.
So if our answer is right, then in this day and age, half the boys and girls in Nigeria are in this business. Okay, so
Apparently.
okay, let me go down to what I said about LD. Now, looking at the comment LD shared on Instagram and Twitter, a runs girl earned nothing but a high-priced prostitute. Stop celebrating this. He used is it hoe? You know the hoe he used to dig. Making them role models for young girls. And I can't help but ask if he isn't guilty of intimately associating with these girls or haven't tried offering gifts or money for intimacy. Not saying he's guilty, but this is me considering out loud, So,
No, you're not saying he's guilty.
Wait,
at all.
because he's made a statement, you now suspect
who you
him
they call
of-
Ashawo?
I like when you can just switch. Then you were all calm. Oh,
It's in
That's what the picture was saying. So you see, is it to accuse someone of something you are guilty of? The society demands a lot from people, and many are foolish enough to dance in the tunes of these unreasonable demands. People love to associate with those that seem to be chopping life. Guys now want richer girls, men want more sex and are willing to offer whatever price for it. Greed has its own part to play in these demands, or we just happen to be in love with generous people. Well, the reason goes on and on. But let us know what you think. What do you think about this runs girl?
Funny enough, I was just thinking about this randomly yesterday, about the difference between a runs girl and a prostitute. Because I think I would prefer prostitutes because they're honest about what they do.
And they
Like,
give you
yo,
more.
I'm sleeping with you, this is my price. But runs girls try to act like, oh, I don't really need this thing that you're giving me. But okay, I'll just sleep with you, even though, I don't really want to. But okay, like, I believe that prostitutes are more honest than runs girls.
Yeah,
no, I think those are the decent runs girls. There's some runs girls that are they mean
Yeah, they give you a
business.
flat
don't,
rate.
Yeah, not even flat rates. You know that they're in this for what they can
And
get.
they're prostitutes
They're not
too.
hiding it, exactly. They're not hiding anything about it. They're with you, obviously. When a 22-year-old girl is with a 60-year-old man, it's not for love. You
Yeah.
understand? It's
Well,
not.
I think maybe then runs.
Wait,
is that-
let's
knew
rewind
it,
back.
but
Let's rewind back.
She means randomly.
Wow.
There are rare instances where there's an exception.
No, do you
but
know when I said it, my
generally-
mind just went to, uh-oh.
Yeah, my mind too went to but
I think
generally
the
speaking.
difference is that prostitutes ask for money and runs girls, they just don't want money. They want material things too, like maybe apartments or cars or phones.
They're
or things
high-class
like that.
prostitutes.
I have to say, in as much as I get your concern about who the message was coming from, let's not slice the messenger just yet. Let's talk about the message that LD put out. In reality, we are as a society, these women have been glorified.
Yes,
It's like
I
it's
agree.
become, it wasn't like this back in the day when I was growing up, you know, the good old days.
Show your age.
Just came back home and everyone is just opening their legs for money. It's ridiculous. Like Kel said, if you want to be a prostitute, I might halfway respect you way more than you for me, you know, I want phone, I think it's so cheap. And I cannot emphasize enough, as a woman, there's a whole lot you can get for yourself without having to, even if you're not sleeping with the guy, the ones I even tease them just to get things from them, it's just ridiculous. Have some pride for the love of God.
But the annoying one
woman.
is that even some so-called celebrities who sleep with maybe governors or senators to get more from them,
They
like,
do
what
it
is the
too.
point?
They
You
do
are
it
high-class
too.
prostitutes too.
Do you know,
Yeah,
like,
it's normal.
Like what
Everyone
Gloria
thinks
was
it's
saying,
okay.
that it has now become the norm. You know,
Yeah.
your role models are people like that, and you want to think, you're thinking of how you can get into the business and do it, because we're turning what is normal, what is abnormal to become normal. So it's normal, it's not a big deal to say, oh, hook me up now, let this guy help my situation. It's not a big deal anymore. In the past, it was outright prostitution, but now it's a refined word. I mean,
Well, the reason it's not a big deal is because guys are actually looking for these girls now.
The demand is high.
Yeah, guys
the
actually
boys,
want girls
you
like
talked
that.
about the boys.
they now want
women
to
looking
find
for the
wife
boys,
after.
the runs
And it's
boys.
annoying that people who you don't even
no.
think need to
Runs
be
boys
doing
looking
these
for
things,
girls.
people who have careers.
True.
Again, I look at the celebrities, the actors and actresses and musicians that do these things. You already have a career. Why are you being so greedy?
Even
What
kids from
exactly
wealthy
is this
homes.
about?
Because acting will not take you to Mexico on holiday.
But how about kids from wealthy homes that actually don't really need, compared to, say, people out there
Well,
in the
there are
streets?
few
Someone
compared
with spiritual
to...
problems.
No, Gloria, money is never enough. That's something, and the more you have money, the more you want money. That's why the
addictive.
rich kids do it, because they're spoiled. So they want to have money without having to work for it. That's easy money for them. It's actually the rich kids in the UK that used to do fraud the most. A lot of them. And now it's like, so you guys are from very rich homes now. It's because they want to maintain that lifestyle and have even more. If you have been soaking Gary from birth, you will still soak it now. It's not a big deal. But, you know, they want to just keep having more and more.
Wow.
Wow, this is very deep. But let us know what you think. Do you think if you're not a virgin, then you've been paid for sex at a point in your life? And be honest with yourself. I know if you really sit down and think about it, you'll be like, I'm a runs girl.
Wow, that's comforting.
But then you now sit down and re-strategize. You now think about it and say, you know what, I'm going to be something bigger in my life. And then you take you sit down and I'm align a way for yourself, not a motivational speaker way, please. You have to think, use your common sense and know that you have something in you that can give you more money than any man can.
You sound like a motivational speaker.
No, I just mean
to say.
the money should not go inside you. I mean, the money should...
What?
Okay, there's...
Okay, so like she was saying, let us know what you're thinking. Us up on Twitter. Cool TV, the blog is the handle. We're also on Facebook. Cool TV, the blog is the page. And in case you want to share with us any stories about, being a runs girl or how you changed your life around from being a runs girl, you can send us an email, blog at cooltv.co. And of course, use our hashtag.
Love to blog.
Hashtag love to blog, hashtag stop being a runs girl, hashtag get your own money girl, hashtag give us fuel.
The hashtag tips are not so bad.
What? Tips.
Tips are not so bad.
Where would they give you tips?
I mean, they could say, wow, girl, you've been looking fine, take this 500K.
Are you serious?
On that note, final words, ladies.
I judge you. Yeah, so we're not here to judge you. If you have that past, we're not judging you at all. It's never too late to get it together and make your own money. Trust me, we've all been through challenges, but we're still standing.
Yeah, and I think it's still very all right to stand out. You don't have to be like everyone else. And it's even better to stand out because you stand out.
Correspondent.
Yeah, and I have to say, you don't have to be a runs girl because I just started saving and I'm living on a very tight budget.
You're saving?
Yeah.
Congrats!
And if I can do it, you can. You should.
Motivational speaker.
You should.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
I'm gonna say it's always important to keep things spicy in a marriage. You don't need to let the whole world know what you're doing because different strokes, different folks. And always keep it sexy, yo. Keep it tight. Keep it right. We'll be here same time tomorrow, 3 to 4 p.m. This is the blog. This is Cool TV. You're out.
This is why you can't clean my house.
I refuse.
Can you stop telling me I'm not going to clean your house?